Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. It is the morning of the 10th of December, 2025, as I am recording this, and we've checked the docket in Idaho versus Koberger to see if there has been a decision regarding Judge Stephen J. Hippler's October 16th, 2025 court order regarding the possible unsealing of documents from January, February, and March of 2025. And we note that there still is not a ruling almost 2 months after that third court order came out, in stark contrast to the first and the second court orders regarding unsealing of documents that the judge filed something on 30 and 36 days, respectively, regarding the first court order concerning sealed documents from June and July of 2025, and the second concerning documents from May and April of 2025, with almost 2 months at this point passing since this third court order was rendered. This information, in our opinion, regarding this third court order is extremely critical, in our opinion, because they include all of the motions, the responses, the replies in limine that were filed in February and March 2025 by the parties. And the in limine filings had to do with everything from suspect vehicle 1 to touch and contact DNA. But there's also one that, in light of these recent disclosures on a public records request, where a content creator was able to obtain images and the sounds that were captured from the 1112 camera over a greater period of time than had been released to the public before, I believe it will be helpful to possibly compare the sounds from the 1112 camera that may, again speculating, may have come from 1122 King Road. Judge Hippler ruled on the text messages and what would be permissible to be entertained at the trial, what was hearsay, what was not hearsay, what was a present sense impression, excited utterance. He created a very helpful chart. If you go to that court order, it is dated the 24th of April. It appears on page 17. It reads as follows: text messages and phone activity. And it says in here, for example, on this chart, time, November 13th, 2022, the very first item, 2:10:29 a.m., that's 2:10 a.m. and 29 seconds, DM to Uber driver inquiring if he was driving. 2:13 a.m., Uber driver to DM confirming he was driving. 2:53 a.m., Madison Mogan calls BF. 2:51:03 a.m., DM creates a new contact in her phone. 4:19:07 a.m., BF calls DM for 23 seconds. 4:20 a.m., DM calls Zana. 4:20 a.m., DM calls Kaylee. And all the way down through the rest of the morning is located on this grid that goes on for a few pages thereafter, ending at 11:51 a.m., JM to DM, do you guys need me to come get you? And then ultimately 1:04:01 p.m., DM receives vandal alert, Moscow PD investigating. And on arriving on King Road near campus, suspect is not known at this time. Stay away from the area and shelter in place. This grid, in my opinion, could not have been created if Judge Hippler didn't have the text messages in front of him. And the text messages, more likely than not, were attached to the state of Idaho's motion in limine, which was filed in February of 2025, which is exactly One of the documents that Judge Hippler is looking at right now and is imminently, hopefully, going to be making a decision as to whether those texts will be released to the public or not. We're going to continue to monitor the situation and advise you when a ruling is made on the October 16th, 2025 order regarding these January, February, and March documents currently under seal in Idaho versus Koberger. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you very much for joining us here today.